You're not lazy. You're not broken. And you don't lack discipline. If you've ever sat down knowing exactly what you need to do, yet felt completely unable to start, this isn't a personal failure. It's a neurological state. Motivation is not a personality trait. It's a biological process shaped by your brain's chemistry, energy systems, and reward expectations. And when those systems fall out of balance, motivation disappears, no matter how badly you want to act. To rebuild motivation, you first need to understand what your brain is actually doing behind the scenes. Most people think motivation comes from willpower. It doesn't. Willpower is a short-term control system that fatigues quickly. Motivation, on the other hand, comes from how your brain evaluates effort versus reward. Your brain constantly asks one question: is this worth the energy? If the answer is unclear or negative, your brain resists action, even if the task is important. This resistance feels like procrastination, but it's actually your brain conserving resources. Dopamine is the engine of motivation. Contrary to popular belief, dopamine doesn't create pleasure, it creates drive. It pushes you toward a goal by signaling that effort will be rewarded. When dopamine signaling is low, tasks feel heavy, pointless, or overwhelming. Modern habits, constant scrolling, fast entertainment, instant gratification, flood your brain with short dopamine spikes. Over time, your baseline drops. The result? Normal tasks feel unrewarding by comparison. Motivation collapses. Before you act, your brain runs a cost-benefit calculation. If a task feels uncertain, long, or emotionally uncomfortable, your brain labels it as high cost. If the reward feels distant or vague, motivation disappears. This is why starting is often harder than continuing. Once progress begins, the reward becomes clearer and dopamine rises. Unmotivated states are often not about laziness, but unclear reward signals. Stress hijacks motivation. When stress is high, your brain prioritizes survival over progress. Energy is diverted away from planning, creativity, and long-term goals. The prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for goal-directed behavior, loses influence. In this state, motivation doesn't disappear because you don't care. It disappears because your brain is protecting you from overload. Motivation requires energy, not inspiration, energy. Poor sleep, poor nutrition, and constant cognitive stimulation drain your brain's capacity to initiate action. When energy is low, your brain avoids effortful tasks, even if they're important. This is why motivation often returns after rest, movement, or recovery. You can't out-discipline exhaustion. Starting activates the highest neurological resistance. Before progress begins, the reward signal is weakest and uncertainty is highest. Your brain resists ambiguity. Once the first step is taken, clarity increases and motivation often follows. This is why breaking tasks into absurdly small steps works. You're not tricking yourself, you're aligning with your brain's wiring. Your brain evolved in environments where effort led to meaningful reward. Modern life flips this equation. You get stimulation without effort, and effort without stimulation. Over time, this rewires your motivation system. The brain learns to chase easy rewards and avoid delayed ones. Motivation isn't gone, it's misdirected. Motivation returns when you restore your brain's reward balance. Reduce instant dopamine sources. Increase effort-linked rewards. Clarify goals. Make progress visible. Protect your energy. Motivation isn't something you wait for. It's something you generate by aligning with your biology. You don't need more pressure. You need better alignment. Motivation is not a moral issue. It's neurological. When you understand how your brain evaluates effort, energy, and reward, action becomes easier. Not because you forced it, but because your brain finally believes it's worth it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And have a scientific day.